What if Shell Shocker's guns had attachments? This is my second video of this series, and I'll be covering both the sniper rifles in the game. I will talk about the attachments that could be added to both the sniper rifles. Go watch my first video, AK-47 attachments, for more info. In the weapon selection menu, there should be a button that takes you to the guns where you can choose the weapon's attachments. Clicking on that button would take you to the guns where you can choose up to 5 attachments. Firstly, I mentioned in the last video of the series how snipers could be nerfed. I will discuss that now and attachments that influence it. So I believe there's one specific way snipers could be nerfed. This is by adding hit flinch. This would work by the amount of damage you take in one bullet, and it would throw you off target. Now this would be a great addition to nerf snipers, and the more damage you take in one shot, the more flinch experienced. Getting shot 1 health would give a very large amount of flinch on either the CS or free ranger. Getting shot multiple times would give the correct dosage of flinch on each shot, making it a lot harder to aim under fire. This is very important because whoever makes the first shot with any weapon is very likely to make a sniper miss. If the sniper player isn't expecting it, then they will fire after they experience flinch and will have to reload. To balance this with no attachments, both guns, CS and free ranger, would have the same amount of flinch and all other guns would have none. With that out of the way, let's talk about the muzzle attachments. The flash guard would simply make your firing invisible with a very minor decrease in mobility. The light suppressor would do that and decrease firing sound by 80% to make it harder for your opponents to know when you fire. The compensator's recoil may not seem helpful as you only fire one shot, but the accuracy delay after firing is a big problem. And instead, it would help that along with a small flinch reduction, but you would take 8% longer to become fully accurate when standing still. The heavy suppressor does what a light suppressor does, but instead boosts bullet velocity and a decrease in mobility. The barrel attachments have more of a profound impact on how the weapon plays. The short barrel comes better suited to CQC, increased movement and significantly decreasing the time to become fully accurate. This makes the weapon a lot worse at a distance by slowing the bullet velocity by 30% and increasing flinch significantly to ensure its balance against close range guns. And when I say minus 50% max accuracy, I mean the weapon wouldn't be as accurate and this would be the most accuracy possible. The extended lightweight may not be worth your time much, but it does have a minor increase to velocity and flinch resistance. 12% increased time to become accurate may be noticeable, but it can be worked around easily. The long barrel, however, is designed exclusively for extreme distance combat, giving a large increase to velocity and flinch resistance. Plus 25% max accuracy won't be noticeable when standing still, but would be if you use different attachments to reduce it. While this would excel at long distance, it would be weaker at close, because you would have to stand still for 20% longer and the movement would be slowed by 5%. For foregrip attachments, I only thought of 3 for the time being. The basic grip improves your flinch resistance slightly, only slowing your base movement down. The bipod is more interesting because it improves max accuracy, which will often be unnoticeable, but it does help for the recoil experienced also, which would help you become accurate again faster after firing. The drawback is only 2% reduced movement speed and 5% longer time to become accurate. The Ranger grip will help with both of those, and it provides a new advantage of increasing accuracy while moving slightly. However, this advantage won't be helpful because one of the cons of the attachment is slowed movement. Now for the sight/optic attachments for the gun. The iron sights means that you just take the scope off and you can use the gun's basic sights. The red dot and holographic would basically make no changes to the weapon, just to have a different low zoom option. This may be preferable to some players, but it is pointless apart from that and offers no changes. There is a purpose to the high zoom scope, which would be useful only for players who like to aim with the gun. 10x magnification compared to the usual 4x will be helpful for sniper players, but at minus 5% movement. The speed tape is made for those players who want to be sweaty and be on target faster, but they will be punished with more flinch. The steady grip helps reduce recoil, aka bloom, and increases flinch resistance. However, the new disadvantage is decreased accuracy while moving. The firm grip is simple in that it makes your flinch resistance better but slows your time to become accurate. All of those attachments are unforgiving with the disadvantages, but the advantage may be helpful for some players. The light stock is a simple attachment, offering a slight increase in movement speed with little disadvantage. The skeleton stock will improve aiming time and movement speed, but the price to pay is significant flinch increase. The marksman stock may not be a good option as max accuracy is mostly unnoticeable, but it does reduce flinch for losing moving accuracy. Now for the last attachment category, the bolt. This one has only 2 attachments. Now the light bolt increases the fire speed of the gun. You can fire more often, however, you will be noticeably less accurate while moving. This is to prevent sniper players spamming while moving, so the accuracy reduction forces you to stand still while shooting. The heavy bolt's main advantage is a slight boost to velocity and recoil control, which means you'll be accurate again sooner after your first shot. Accuracy while aiming is only helpful for attachments that reduce the short barrel. The price to pay is decreased fire rate. That is all the attachments for the bolt and sniper wheels that I believe could be implemented for an improved game experience. However, I also wanted to discuss the other sniper in the game, and I will do that now. The same rule I said about flinch at the start of the video would also need to be implemented on this weapon. That being said, many of the attachments will be shared between them. With 2 unique attachment categories that the Bolt Sniper doesn't have. We will go faster through some categories as they are the same for both guns. These attachments are the same. The muzzle attachments have the same stats, advantages and disadvantages. The barrel attachments are the same. The short barrel offers increased speed but less maximum accuracy, flinch resistance and bullet velocity. The extended lightweight makes your bullet velocity and flinch resistance a bit better, but that's it. It slows your time to become accurate by 12%. The long barrel makes your bullet velocity significantly better along with flinch resistance. The max accuracy is also increased, which may be noticeable with the free ranger. You would have to stand still for longer though and be slowed by 5%. The foregrip attachments are the same, they decrease movement speed. The bipod increases max accuracy, which may be helpful along with recoil. The range of foregrip will increase flinch resistance and accuracy while moving. However, movement will be slowed while using the ranger foregrip. Once again, the optic attachments are the same. The iron sights allow for slightly increased movement. The red dot and holographic sight don't change any of the weapon's stats except for less zoom. The high-powered scope greatly increases zoom but reduces movement. The handle attachments are the same. The speed tape makes you have to stand still for 10% less time but decreases your flinch resistance, so it will be harder to aim well while being shot at. The steady grip will make your flinch resistance better and your recoil control better, so you'll be able to fire faster more accurately. The disadvantage of the steady grip is less accuracy on the move, which may be a problem for some players. And the firm grip just makes your flinch resistance noticeably better, but slows your time to become accurate by 12%. These stock attachments are also the same. The light stock increases movement with little flinch increase. The skeleton stock will increase time to become accurate and movement speed, but it will be harder to control the hit flinch. The marksman stock will increase flinch resistance and max accuracy. However, you are less mobile due to less accuracy while moving. Now I will talk about the 2 unique attachments for the free ranger. The lightweight trigger is an attachment that the spammy players will prefer to use. It increases your fire rate, which is favourable for new free ranger users who don't know how to use it better. Recoil is often not an issue but may be with this attachment. The steady trigger is for those who don't need to spam the gun to be good with it. It reduces bloom, which means you will be accurate quicker after firing once, with a minor benefit to accuracy on the move with a reduction to firing speed. The tactical trigger is the only other attachment that helps with bloom, and it gives a minor benefit to firing speed. You will be less accurate on the move, so some players may like this attachment while others won't. Now onto the final attachment category, magazine. I thought of 4 different attachments for this category. The extended magazine is a good option for dealing with multiple opponents. It's uncommon to take more than 15 bullets to kill one player though. There are already enough attachments to reduce movement speed, so it will only slow reload time by 10%. The fast mag is just like the one for the AK-47 in that it has no disadvantages apart from taking an attachment slot. Now we get to the last 2 attachments. The final one is very interesting and I'm sure a lot of players would love to see it. The third mag attachment straight up reduces mag capacity in exchange for faster time to become accurate and a minor good decrease to reload time. This is useful if players want to make their aim faster but don't want to increase flinch, instead they will lose mag capacity. Now for the interesting one. The original Free Ranger is back with this attachment. If you've been playing before mid-2019 then you will know about the fact that the CSG-1 sniper used to function a lot different. If you don't know about that, it will increase the damage of the weapon to a one-shot kill in a very large area, the same as Crackshot. This attachment on top of this will boost the bullet velocity by 20%, making this weapon a lot more consistent. You will lose 10 bullets in the mag and firing speed will be cut in half however. Now that does it for what if Shell Soccer's guns had attachments Sniper Edition. If you don't understand how the system would be balanced, then see the ending part of the AK-47 attachments video. I explain how it will be balanced in the end of that video. I hope you enjoyed the idea of this video. Peace out.